Alright guys, so in the last episode of our Complete Beginner series, we were talking about how to raise cattle. Now, in this episode, we're going to be showing you everything you need to know to raise some sheep. So, this is just the basic vanilla base game sheep pasture. And again, like I say, there's a ton of mods. We're not going to be getting into mods in any of these videos. I know we did in the last video, kind of, but that's just because I needed mods to make my job easier. We're going to have some mods in this video too to make my job easier, but nothing that's going to be detrimental to keeping sheep or anything that's going to alter in any way how you would keep sheep on your map if you're just starting out. So, first things first, we need to find animal dialogue. It should be, come to think of it, it should be around where the entrance to the pen is. Is this it? Yes. So, right off the bat, when we are in the base game, there's 4 different color sheep: white, brown, black and white, and black. These colors, they don't mean anything. It's just purely aesthetic. So whatever you want, if you want a mixed flock, if you want a flock of all one color, completely up to you. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to get several of these, but not too many. There we go. Okay, so now as you can see, we have our sheep, and they're grazing in the pasture. And as usual, we're going to need to feed them. So, let's open up the animal menu, shall we? So, sheep, I feel, are probably the easiest animal to take care of outside of chickens. The conditions, they need water and they need to be kept clean. Food, grass, hay, or hay pellets. That's it. So it's very easy to feed these guys. If you have a grass field, even if you don't have a grass field, even if you have grass around your property, you can mow that, collect it up, give that to them, and they'll eat it. You can make hay. They'll eat that. And the hay pellets have to do with a mod. Hay pellets have to do with the straw harvest add-on mod, and like I said, we're not going to be talking about any mods, so just kind of take the hay pellets out of your mind for now. I plan on doing a video later on all about that. And they produce wool. They produce wool, and they'll give you they'll reproduce as well. So pretty easy, straightforward. So now I think what we're going to do is like we did last time. I want to say this is your water trough. And this is your feed. That could be the opposite way, but we'll find out. And your wool will spawn here. You'll get pallets of wool. So let me go grab some food for these guys, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got that silo again on the map. That's going to help me a lot. One thing I should say that I didn't say when I did the cow video that I probably should have, but I will say in this video, you don't have to feed them loose. So like if they take grass or hay, you can feed them bales. And what you'll do is you'll just take the bales and you'll just drop them in the trigger here, and you'll be good to go. So let's see if I was right. I was right. So this is the feed trigger. We'll fill that up for him. There we go. Get this out of the way. Then we'll grab the water tanker. We'll fill that up and we'll give them some water. Now, again, there's not a lot that you have to do with sheep. And I feel that with as short as this video is going to be about the sheep, I can probably add in a couple things about seasons as well. Even though this is a beginner series, so I really don't want to do that. But I think we'll get into that just a little bit, just for some information for you guys. Because there are a couple things that if you're running seasons that are kind of cool that you could do with your animals that you can't do. And like I said, the only reason why I really didn't get into it with cows because there was a lot to deal with cows as it is. So wait a minute. Come on. Where's the trigger? There we go. Okay, so we'll go fill this up and we'll discuss some things. And then we'll show you where the water is. Not the water, the wool, I'm sorry. This is the water right here. Make sure they have a nice healthy drink. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So we got a tractor. So now, a couple things I want to say is that when you have seasons on, for example, the grass that's in the pasture, now, right now, you see that the sheep, it looks like they're eating the grass, but this grass will never go anywhere. This grass will always stay the same. It'll always just look full like this. If you're playing with seasons on, they actually will eat the grass in the pasture, and like this grass will be gone. It'll look like you mowed it. It'll be right down to the bare green ground that you can kind of see underneath there. So that's one thing with seasons on. Now another thing with seasons on is that the animals are only going to produce at certain times of the year. They're going to reproduce certain times of the year. They're going to produce their goods certain times of the year, like milk for the cows, wool. The wool, I believe, is like spring to summer. They produce wool. Or maybe it's like late winter to summer. I forget which. No, I think they start reproducing in late winter. And wool comes in spring. Spring to summer. So what that means, and they have some pretty cool mods that they've just released lately with it. They have an actual like sheep pasture. So in the summertime, you can take your sheep and you can pull them out of this pen, and you can put them in this pasture, where all you have to do is feed them and water them. There's no wool trigger because they won't be producing wool, and it's just kind of more of a immersion type of thing. And I truly feel like there's some mods that are really good for like YouTube content creators, maybe more so than people that are just playing the game on their own. But we'll get into that later. So with that being said, the only thing we have to really do now is wait for some wool to be produced. And again, we'll go in and check. So yeah, because we just got them, there's no wool that's going to be produced just yet. It shouldn't take too long. Things tend not to take too long when you don't have seasons on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit around. I'm going to wait until we get some wool, and then I'll come back to show you guys that. Okay, so I spent up time, and this is kind of an interesting thing I'm going to show you guys too, is that as you can see, it says reproduction rate and next animal. So basically, you'll get a brand new sheep. Brand new sheep. That sounds weird. Yeah, you'll get a brand new animal every 192 and a quarter hours. So our next animal is in exactly 191 hours. So in 191 hours, we will have a baby sheep. Of course, it won't be represented as a baby. It won't even be represented in here. Like most of these pens, they only hold so many. Like they won't show you as many as they hold. And also, we have wool. So this is what the wool pallet looks like. It'll hold 4 bundles of wool, and this spawn site will hold 4 pallets. So you can wait until it fills up, and when it fills up, you'll get a message saying that it's full, that it can't produce any more wool. So what you want to do is just grab something with a pallet fork and move these out of the way. And what I do is I would store them until you have enough, and then you can sell them off. Now, this is the area where you're going to clean it, and it's going to be just like the cows, guys. You're just going to get something with a bucket, or they actually have, again, I know I'm talking about, they do have a shovel mod, and they have a brush mod that you can clean these all up with too. But basically, you're just going to take something with a bucket, you're going to scoop this up, and then you're going to dump it right back in the fill trigger, and you'll use it to refeed the sheep. So, with that being said, I don't think I missed anything with the sheep. Sheep are pretty easy to raise. They're one of my favorite animals in the game to raise, actually. I really like them a lot. I would have to say that the cows are probably the most labor intensive, just because of the different food they eat and the TMR. Then you have the chickens. They're really easy. You don't even have to clean up. You just feed them. You don't clean up after them or anything. I'll probably do a quick video on them. I guess I could do that. That'll be a really short video. So with that being said, guys, I hope somebody out there possibly found this video useful. And again, like always, if there's something that I missed, or if there's something that you feel that I didn't cover well enough, please just ask questions in the comments. I will try to answer everybody. And also, again, I will have a link to my Discord in the description of this video. Feel free to join there, and you can ask me any question there. And we have other content creators there that are very knowledgeable about the game, that they can help you out as well. So I hope everybody's having a really good weekend. Well, yeah, I'm actually recording this on Sunday evening, so I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you're having a good day now. And if you liked the video, please hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And we'll see you next time, guys.